There we go. Looks like we're live. Wasn't sure for a second there. All right. Well, hey, folks, Smiling Stu Sutherland coming to you again tonight. Just getting things going. This week's been a busy, busy day. We're actually in the middle of cleaning out my wife's parents' house and getting it ready for an estate sale, and that is just a monumental task. I don't know if any of you ever had to help clean out a parent's house towards the end of their lives, but I mean, let's face it, we accumulate a lot of stuff, and I think one of my missions is going to be to try and purge some of mine before my daughter has to do it. Anyway, thing I wanted to talk with you about tonight. Well, first let's take care of some business. Of course, first of all, we're coming live using StreamYard, so make sure you go and give them permission so that we can see you on the chat. Um, Also, make sure we let you know that we do recommend some home business opportunities here, and your results cannot be guaranteed. Results will depend on how much you put into it, your skill, your commitment, that sort of thing. So anyway, and also many of the links that we use here are affiliate links, and if you buy something through one of those links, I might receive a commission. Anyway, also make sure that if you're coming live, hey, give us a hash or a one in the chat, and give us a two if you're coming on replay. Let us know where you're coming from. I always like to know where folks are coming from, and drop any questions you've got in the chat. So anyway, well, what I've got for you tonight, I had an experience over the weekend that kind of just confirmed for me why I chose to affiliate with the company that I did. And there were a lot of reasons why I did in the first place, because they seemed to be a very well-centered company, and they had some really good, just in terms of their commitment to the people that were their customers, or their part of their community. And so there were a lot of reasons why I did it at first, but on Saturday, I really had it confirmed to me why I feel so good about being in the company that I'm in. And it really comes down to leadership. Um, Folks in this company refer to themselves as Freedom Crusaders, and they really focus on having a principle-centered leadership, or a heart-centered leadership, in terms of how we conduct business. Because out there on the internet, there's a lot of crazy stuff out there, and there's a lot of people, and I've fallen trapped to it. I've taken some courses from gurus and things that they want you to pay money up front, and they tell you sure we'll have you making all kinds of money in a month, and you'll be able to offset it before it even comes in. And that's not reality. Any job or any business that you're taking on is going to take a little time to get going. You've got to learn the skills, and you've got to be able to make that work. And if you're going to serve others, you've got to have the skills to do that. So regardless of what you're doing, if you're a plumber, you serve people in plumbing. If you are a car dealer, you serve people with quality cars. And if you don't stay in business very long. So it's important that that's the way we treat people as we're doing business with them. So anyway, in the group, the group that goes along with the business, we have a Facebook group, and just a very supportive community. But in the group on Saturday, I started noticing some comments about how the Saturday morning orientation, and there's a new person orientation every Saturday morning, and it's a very well conducted orientation. It's conducted by the founders of the company. They come on live and conduct an onboarding type orientation every week. Well, comments in the group were talking about how this orientation on this particular Saturday, Memorial Weekend Saturday of all times, was just really, really an awesome orientation, and all kinds of different things were being talked about in it. And, interestingly enough, the orientation ran about an hour and a half, and they're normally about an hour. And because they really almost had a mastermind at the beginning, I went back and listened to it, and it was just fire. And, the one thing that just really impressed me the most is, first of all, Memorial Weekend, both the co-founders were there. One of them could easily have taken the day off and had the other one run it, but no, both the co-founders were there live on Saturday morning on Memorial Weekend to welcome people to their community, which was impressive in and of itself. But in the course of it, uh, Paul Hutchings, who was conducting the orientation this week, um, asked basically why people had decided to join our company. And he got a lot of the basic type things. Want to learn how to do affiliate marketing, learn how to get traffic, want to help supplement my retirement, hedge against inflation, learn new skills. And what Paul said was, well, then you're in the right place for all those things because we can serve all those. We don't specify what business you're in. We're here to serve in all areas of that business. And the one thing that he really brought it down to is say, you can come and you can learn to do these things and you can gain skills and you can learn how to get traffic. But it really comes down to not knowing how to do those things or learning how to do those things, but why you want to do those things. And he really went into the fact that it's not about just coming in here thinking you're going to make $1 million overnight. And it's certainly possible to make that kind of money in affiliate marketing, but you don't just turn your computer on and get an affiliate link and make $1 million. It doesn't work like that. You've got to gain relationships, build trust, and do those sorts of things before it works. So it really impressed me. I've been in onboardings for other programs and so forth, and it was really all academic. This is what you do. This is what you do. This is how you're going to make all your money and everything. No, not once did any of these gurus say, well, why do you want to do it? They talk about what's your why and so forth, but that's more just part of the rhetoric with these folks. Whereas in this particular company, it's not. And so it just makes me feel good about being affiliated with these people because of the way they do with those things. They hold 12 masterminds a week. I go to one every morning for an hour on the phone. And then there's another one every Monday that's traffic mastermind or what's happening now mastermind in the premium group. There's a daily traffic and conversion mastermind that you can go to and get your questions answered live. I mean, it just goes on and on with all the things that they've got going. And so, anyway, it's all right. Well, Jimmy, good to see you here tonight. All right. So anyway, just really impressed with the way this company goes, and they really, focus on a win-win type scenario. And what Paul said is, for you to win, it doesn't mean somebody else has to lose. It's a nurturing kind of a thing, and we want everyone to succeed. And that's really what we're all about. And so that's kind of, the thing that really impressed me about this company overall. And again, Saturday, Labor Day, they could have phoned it in, but they didn't. They were there. And not only were they there, but they were dropping more fire than they would in a normal orientation, enough to the point that I went back and watched an orientation after having already had my orientation. So it really just impressed me as to the strength of this company and how they work to help each other out and make things happen. So anyway, that's kind of my piece for tonight. Just, why I'm impressed with the company I'm in. Folks, if you want to check them out, you can do that as well. I set up a link. It's smilingstew.com/all-in-one. So you can check them out for yourself. Got any questions, by all means, get back to me and I'll be happy to answer them. But it's a pretty impressive company and it's well worth checking out. If you have any interest in doing business online at all, these definitely are the guys to be involved with. So anyway, hope you all having a wonderful night. I got another day of cleaning out the house in store again for tomorrow. So, another fun day ahead. So we'll talk to you all tomorrow night. Y'all have a great evening. Smiling Stew out. Take care, folks.